Alright, so which one of these little shapes we want to jump into first? Let's say our calendar right here, this little poster that we've got hanging. Let's tackle this guy first. He's pretty simple. So we've got him selected. Let's go ahead and, in fact, let's just shift and click and assign the material to everything while we've got it in there. Okay, and we can definitely tell these need a little work on them, don't they? So with this one selected, we'll go ahead and open up our UV editor. Let's see if we can find our object, and it looks like our object. I'll go into my face mode, select, let's go into our face mode, let's go object mode, let's go into face mode for this guy. Here we go. So we can tell that that and that are right there. So it's not exactly the right layout that we would want. It looks like this is the edge going down. Let's see exactly, whoops. Let's see exactly where we're at on this guy. So that's there, that's there. So we can definitely adjust our unwrap on this one. So I'm just going to go into my face mode, make a selection, and what's a good way to unwrap this one? Well, we could try a couple different ways. We could do a cylindrical or a box. I think I'm going to try a box first. We can see the box in there. We got our pieces right here. See how we can tighten those up a little bit, and then we can actually stretch those up a little bit, and we look pretty decent somewhere in there. So let's go ahead and go into our regular mode here. See what we can do with some of these pieces. So those are the front. Those are the back. I'm just going to scale these up a little bit, scale these down just a little bit, and it would look like our little piece of paper is right over here. So let's see about rotating these guys around. And let's see, have we got, which one is which? There we go. So somewhere right about in here is what we're going to want. Now this guy is going to be on the back side of it. We can go ahead and just overlap these. And looks like we want to go this way with it. There we go. So you can see we've got our little image right in there. That looks good. Now the little side pieces in there. Let's see if we can grab those up and stick them somewhere where the color works. We're not too concerned about much more than just a little bit of color on there. Something as thin as these pieces are, and from where we're going to render things at, we don't have to worry too much about it. Let's see, we've got a piece right in here, and our piece right in there is going to be a little bit hard with some of this sorting going on. Select on this guy and that guy, and those are enough on the color that we've got the color going through and showing for them. So I think we're in good shape with that. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a little more particular with it, because we know it's going to be at the same height. So let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. this for that little guy right there. We'll go back into our object mode. And we're looking pretty good right there. So let's go ahead and go into our next object, our little sphere right here. Now our sphere, it's actually already laid out with a little sawtooth on it. I'm going to go into my face mode. If I select on this top piece, should give me that little top spot. That works great. With that top spot, all I really want to do is just a planar right there on top. So I'm going to go into my create UVs, my planar settings, and let's see if that gives me what I want. Not exactly. What about on the Y? Yeah, that's closer. So I'm going to move this guy off to the side. Scale him down just a little bit. There we go. We'll end up putting him down there in that little square. Let's go ahead and grab this guy while we've got our box open. Q to close out of that. We'll just scale this guy down a little, this down a little. And in fact, before we even deal with the other, let's just get these two guys down in their little world right here. And focus, F on the keyboard, is also going to focus in on your UVs too. So if you have UV selected, you can just do the F key. Now what we want to do is about every 2. So we're going to make a selection of, for instance, these 2. Let's see if we can find them right over there. And then we can take these 2. What we want to do is detach them. So I'm going to go into my UV mode. Now I want to be able to just take this little section and break it off and then go into the next one. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and select on those pieces. We're going to go into our polygon options up here, and we'll just go down to our, let's see if we can find it right in here. We're going to do our split UVs. When we do our split UVs, that's going to give us the ability to go in and split those UVs that were in there. Let me see if I can go back to my face mode. And that breaks that off for us. I'm just going to go back in there and select on those, and we can do our split UVs again. Whoops. We don't want to select this guy down here though. Not that it's going to hurt him too much, but let's go ahead and deselect. Oh, let's go back into our face mode. There we go. And let's just apply that. Now let's go into our polygon and do our split. So each one of these, we're breaking them off because what we're going to do, as we can see, is we're actually going to take them and apply them onto the color down here. That's going to give us a nice colorful little beach ball without a whole lot of effort, and just using the UVs as the guide, so to speak, for the colors. Nice and easy. Alright, well, let's finish breaking this guy apart. And our last little piece right in here. Okay, so I'm just going to select on that and add that to our selection, and let's just scale all this down together. And we can just scale those up. And we'll just deselect, assign these to different spots. We don't necessarily have to take up the whole color space, considering that, let's see, we'll go red, let's go blue for that last one. There we go. But you're not going to have any stretching or anything on there because it's just a solid flat color, so it should work just fine for you. Alright, look at that. We got a fun little beach ball. Got our calendar. And then last but not least, let's get this little rock guy done. So we have him selected. We'll check out our UVs real fast. And we actually look pretty good. Let's take a peek at the top piece here. If we scale this in, nothing connected, so it is just on that side right there. I think what I'd rather do to line up better on that UV is we actually just want to take all of the geometry there and do a planar from on top. So I'm going to go back up to my create UVs and planar map and apply, and it gives me a nice one right from above. What I don't really need is going to be the bottom of that UV map. That's okay. What we do need is the top part of it. So let's go ahead and quit out of that, and let's just select from here. We'll select on that. There we go. And let's scale that in just a little so we've got a little more on the sides there. And then right there on the top, we can scale that in just a little bit. So that gives us space to work with. And then all we really need to do is just get this kind of close. We're just looking at something that'll get us close in that area. And let's see, which way do we want to go with this? Well, actually, you know what? Let's just go with it like this. This isn't too bad. Depending on the shape, this actually has 4 little pieces in here, so you could actually do a 4-piece, or you can do the 5-piece. And you can go through and kind of line up your different points if you want. Just to kind of hit some of those little highlight spots. Close that out, right click on object mode. That'll give us some little rocky feel right in there. Alright, so we've got our rock, our ball, and our calendar. We are looking good. It looks like the last 2 pieces are waiting for us. The last 3 pieces, we've got our little bamboo piece and our doorway and this platform. We'll work on the platform, and we'll work on the little bamboo piece next. We'll do that next. Alright.